Hello folks, I recently had a comment on one of my videos from a viewer of the channel, Michael. I'm popping his comment up on the screen for you. As you can see, he's asking me to do a video about lease extensions, and it's something that does come up once in a while, and it's something that maybe you should consider depending on your circumstances. There are obviously various reasons why you might want to extend your lease. A, you're happy with the car and you'd like to keep it. B, you'd like the new car, but actually it costs twice as much as the one you've already got. And C, perhaps it's going to take longer to get your new car delivered than you initially anticipated. So the good news is, on almost all lease agreements, you can extend them. What you generally need to do is get in touch with the lease company when you're in the last 3 months of your lease and just ask them the question. They will ask you for the current mileage on your vehicle and what your intended mileage will be for the period that you're going to keep the car, and they'll usually expect you to increase the length of your term by a year, but some people will do it by a few months. I've actually done this fairly recently. Our VW Touran, that's actually just gone back at the end of its 4th year of lease, we initially leased for 3 years and it was £248 a year, which was a great price at the time. When it came due for renewal, actually, my work circumstances had changed and I wouldn't have qualified for a new lease. And also, the Touran at the time, and any 7-seater at the time, there just weren't deals around on them. They were about £400 a month. So the car was leased from VW Financial Services, and I got in touch with them and literally just asked the question. They asked for the mileage, they asked for the intended mileage. I said we'd like to keep it for an extra year. Because it was over 3 years, obviously we had to MOT it and we're responsible for that. And also in that 4th year, it didn't have any manufacturer's warranty left. So, we would have been liable if things had happened to the car. We would have had to pay for the repairs ourselves. We'd actually done a lower mileage than we'd initially anticipated when we took out the initial lease agreement. And because of that, and because we only intended to do a fairly low mileage in that coming year, they actually reduced our monthly payments. So we were paying £248 a month. It went down to £192 a month for that last year. Now that car's gone now and I still don't qualify for a lease, so we've actually bought one to replace it. But it's good to know, and for me, it solved a big problem for 12 months in all fairness. So I guess the major pros for extending your lease are you could possibly get the car for a lower price, or at least for the same price, and it might be a car that's now much more expensive to lease. It could fill a little stopgap for you, perhaps that you've got some things coming up and you're not sure how things are going to go over the next 12 months, so you just want to extend what you've already got. Perhaps there's a gap before you get your next one and you want to keep hold of the car for, say, an extra 3 months or an extra 6 months. Or perhaps you're just happy with it and you can't be bothered at the moment to go through the process of researching new cars, etc. In terms of the major cons, if the car's over 3 years old, you may well have lost your manufacturer's warranty. You will have to MOT the car at your expense. You also then have to start thinking about a 3-year-old car, even with a low mileage. You might start to need things like tyres, and if you're on a non-maintained agreement, then obviously that's coming out of your pocket. And the other one, I guess, is it might not be quite as flexible as you want. That really applies to those people that want to just hold on to the car until their new one arrives. The lease company will almost certainly want you to commit for another period of time, whether that's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. They all will have a different take on it. But say you commit to it for 6 months and then you get a call saying your new car's ready after 3, you're then trying to delay the new one coming and trying to send the old one back a bit earlier, and it could end up costing you a few quid. To me, they're the major pros and cons of it. If it's something that you are considering doing, just make your first call to the lease company or to the finance company and just see what your options are. As I said, it always helps to have the current mileage on the car to hand. Hope you found that one useful, folks. Just a quick one. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. Please follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere else you can. And I'll see you in the next one.